Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we are here once again to continue our campaign. This time I'm putting a bit of spacing between our mech warrior streams, just so that way then it's not just two mech warrior streams and then the other assorted shit on the channel. Just to spread things around a little bit. So let's see, we're back here continuing our battle against the Italians because they don't want to accept a peace deal now that they've had their butts handed to them on several occasions. And with how many times I've denied their request for peace deal, they just don't want to quit. Alright, there we go, that's all done. And then one more thing. Alright, let's fight this. They got us a little bit under tonnage, but our battleship and battlecruiser may be under tonnage compared to theirs, but combined they should have more than enough firepower to deal with that. Hopefully. Now I am thinking of designing a set of cheap ships that I won't build for myself. They're just going to be built for these other countries that keep asking for shit. They're going to be lighter and cheaper. I don't know why these are a different color. Usually they're all the same color. Don't know what's going on there, but you save. You get in formation with him. You guys form abreast. Put you guys in front of the battleship and battlecruiser. Have you guys go full speed. Oh, there they are. Alright, smoke up. Torpedoes are out and in the water. We'll see if we land any heads. Oh shit, I think that's towards our heavy cruisers. Avoid. Secondary start to open up on that destroyer. I don't want it around. Some good hits. Angle a bit so that way then he doesn't have as good of a shot on you. Damn it, I need you guys over here. Alright, you guys gotta turn because I need you to stay within range of him. Oh, fired off torpedo salvo. Let's see if we manage to land the head. Oh, we might have 2 torpedoes line to hit. Yep. There she goes. Another Italian squadron dead in the Med. Lost 1 destroyer, but we did sink basically the entire remains of the Italian battle group there. Yeah, not entirely sure Italy is going to have the ability to actually field anything else. They've basically lost every advantage they had. Let's see, convoy battle. 3 of our heavy cruisers, all of them Nalina class, I'm guessing. Yep. Versus 1 of theirs. And 2 of their light cruisers. Not one I'm too keen on taking. One of our... What's that? A Nalina class versus a light cruiser and a shitload of transports. Yeah, that'll definitely be a battle that we'll take. But first, submarine engagements. Submarine engagements everywhere. And what's this battle over here? 1 Nalina class versus a Elba. The Elba. Might as well. The Italian Navy is not going to have anything left afloat. Probably should upgrade the guns on this at some point, but for now the 6.9s are pretty okay at their job. Yeah. The Nalina class is still pretty decent at taking out light cruisers. It's just not a great ship overall. Alright, we're now within torpedo range, which means we're more than likely within torpedo range for them, aren't we? Yep. She doesn't appear to have managed to fire off her torpedoes, though. Or does she look to be comfortable with firing them? Oh no, she fired them. No clue where they are. But she did indeed fire them. I'm not too inclined to get too close until I know where those torpedoes are. Unless we manage to score a hit on her torpedo bay. And that's why she's got no torps. That does mean we can get closer with kind of impunity. And there she goes. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's gonna go well for you, Japan. I'm not too sure about that battle. This battle I'm more sure about. Those transports definitely aren't getting away, especially if I just have the heavy cruiser deal with the light cruiser while the destroyer just goes and picks off the transports. Because how many transports there are, this is not going to be a fun time for the Italians. Their one light cruiser is not going to be able to protect all this. South. One of the few remaining Trent classes still in service. Oh, there's the transports. There's the light cruiser. Alright, you turn that way and begin to slow down to your firing speed. You continue along your current trajectory and just get ready to fire a bunch of torpedoes into there. That's the torpedoes in the water. Shit, shit. Turn around. Oh, that torpedo straight up turned to hit me. It was a dud, but still, fuck that torpedo. Oh, so you get the fuck back over here. Anti-torpedo hits. That's some more torpedo hits. She is not long for this world. Yep, there she goes. Now it's down to just sinking. You are taking a bit of a beating, aren't you? No, Luigi! He didn't make it. Very sad. Very sad fate. They are definitely trying to make a run for it. Alright, we're gonna have you retreat. You're taking a surprising amount of damage from these guys. These guys have a surprisingly large number of weapons. I get the Italians are desperate for supplies, but Jesus, they stuck so many guns on this thing. I'm surprised it still has any room for cargo. Anyway, hello Delta, how are you? And yeah, you can have a cookie. These guys are only just cadets. Oh wait, no, these are veterans. It's the transport that was cadets. Why was it giving me the fucking transports info? Anyway. Another group of Italians sent to the Mediterranean bottom. The question is, do we want to commit to this raid? This one isn't really as advantageous for us. Because it is just 3 Nalina classes with their 6.9-inch guns versus a couple of heavy cruisers. A heavy cruiser with 10.3s. This is a battle they would not be effective at. Anyway, now that Italy is under a naval blockade, that'll put even more pressure on them to agree to a ceasefire. Just make sure there's no war with us and fucking. Here you go, guys. Some fucking money. I have tons of it. Take it! Cyprus would like to order some Pelion-class destroyers. Since I got one of your sunk, fair enough. I'll give you 2. Denmark wants an Absol-class heavy cruiser, sure. Netherlands wants 1 Absol-class heavy cruiser. I can afford it. I have the room for it. Let's see. Let's negotiate with the French. Alright, what do we got here? 2 Nalina class versus 2 of their heavy cruisers. Not really a battle I want to engage in. Ooh, the Birch class battle cruiser. This would be its first time out on mission. We'll probably do that one. But first, submarine battles. Because gotta get all that submarine action in. Yeah, how bad is the unrest? Naval's prestige is in the gutter. They're at 40. Their total tonnage is surprisingly not much less than ours. Of course, that is because they also still have quite a lot of heavier ships still available, but still surprising. Let's see. How are we doing on fucking naval construction? I have 6 Absol classes being built for myself. Everything else here is for some other country. 1 Birch class battle cruiser for Ukraine. 2 light cruisers of the, what are these? Delta class for Denmark. Building some Pelions for Cyprus. Pelions for Ukraine. Alright, we're gonna engage in this one because this will be the first time the Birch class gets to actually see action. So we get to see how it does. This will be its first outing. So this should be interesting. Here's the Birch class with its unique 10, 8, and 2.9 configuration. Because we couldn't fit another 10-inch here, we stuck an 8. Oh, there must be a design flaw in the hull. That's why it's not able to get up to full speed. Anyway. What do we got? Oh, they're going that way. We'll actually maintain going straight then. What do we got here for heavy cruisers? Nalina, and Nalina class. All of them Nalina class. How many shots does the Birch have? Quite a few, actually. Surprising. And quite the impressive range. .9 chance to hit. Not bad. I'd rather you be saving the ammo, though. Impressive as that may be, I'd rather you save the ammo. And try to aim your shots a little better. Here comes the heavy cruisers as combat engagement opportunity. you guys save your torpedoes. I'd rather you use them on that fucking battleship. You guys all immediate turn. 180. I want your main guns firing on that. Alright, you guys should be more than equipped to deal with just a single one of their heavy cruisers. Especially one that doesn't have any torpedoes left in its arsenal. Oh, we managed to score some torpedo hits from the Trents. From the Trent and the Pelion. Let's get the 8-inch around so that way then it can open up too. Oh, did we get that heavy cruiser? Yeah, we did. Oh shit. Destroyers are going straight into our own torpedoes. Avoid! Alright, you guys are gonna circle back around and try to go after those transports over there because they're really far away. This is probably one of their most modern battleships. And it's gone. Yeah, there she goes. Another enemy transport gone. Yeah, they can't have that many transports left. Not at the rate of which they're losing them. Army logistics are 100%. Yeah, their crew pool just keeps getting smaller. More because they're desperately trying to get people into the Navy. We have so many victory points. Surprised the Italians still just don't surrender. This war has been going on for quite a bit now. It's getting a little ridiculous. Yeah. Some of my newer designs are going to have to start going in for refit soon. And then we're going to have to design the next generation of warship. Of course, I also have to finish up all these contracts that I've gone and done. Thank you, Spain. Ooh, super heavy battleship hulls. No, no. Convoy. What is this? An Alina class versus Rita class. Again, not something I'm really comfortable with sending our heavy cruisers off to do. If they're on their own, it's not as bad, but when they're in a group, that's when it gets a little bad. A Valac class battlecruiser versus a Concordia class battleship. Not a bad matchup. We might do that one. But first, as usual, submarine, submarine, and submarine. Also, the fact that the ground army hasn't, like, moved to take any of this is a little annoying. Of course, they're still engaged in defending against the Italian invasion from Albania, but still. Anyway, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, this should be a decent matchup. Should be more than capable of doing this. I don't see any issues here that could potentially pop up. Southwest. Also, just put them in one squadron together. They both have the same speed. Damn, we can see them pretty far out nowadays. I do believe they've decided to return fire. What do they got? They got 14.2s. Alright, so for the moment, we're gonna just open up. Just to see if we can land a hit. Ow! What's our chances of a hit? Not very high. We're being shot at by their fucking destroyer. They are well within range of the secondaries. keep the main guns on that. Oh, those are torpedoes! Shit. Guys, what the fuck are you all doing? Who's in charge? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Oh, that's a big torpedo salvo. Hopefully some of it hits. Or none of it. That works too. Not a single one could hit it either. It's always an option. Just keep the battleship guessing. Eventually, he can't dodge all of these torpedoes. There we go. Oh, that's a really stupid looking one. They aren't coming up with the best designs, but they are trying. I'm not sure what the Italians thought this was, having two barbettes with light turrets, one of their main batteries behind that, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. Anyway, time to go hunt down the transports. Oh, there goes one of their engines. That's basically gonna doom this port transport. Yeah, he ain't getting away. His friend ain't gonna get very far either. They only go 14 knots. Yep, he's gone. Damn, round went straight through the... Oh, Jesus. Oh, these poor transports. This is just fucking training for my boys. We are experience farming is what we are doing now. You think the fucking you think they'd just fucking surrender at this point. Or at the very least the game would make them surrender. Like, they've been fighting for a good 2 years now, and they've very clearly shown that they don't have the ability to keep fighting. Even if I can't take mainland Italy, I can take their fucking colonies. What are these? Submarines? Yeah, they're submarines. Light damage to the Talon. Oh, the Birch is commanding a battle with several Nalina class, all Nalina class, a Pelion, and a Trent against the San Isespo and the Valais. Yeah, sure. The Birch should be more than enough firepower to deal with both of those ships. And with the heavy cruisers together as a squadron, this'll basically pay off for us. Look at this modern, like, battleship, and then look at all this other shit. The heavy cruiser is actually pretty modern, but that's definitely an out-of-date hull. But it is a lot more logically designed. I'll give them that. This battleship looks a lot more logically designed than their last several contenders. Oh, there they are. They're over there. You are going to be slotted into the battleship line, just so that way then you can provide the battleship some support if it gets into a situation it doesn't know what to do with. You save on ammo. I'd rather you not lob it if you don't need to. If you can land some good hits, that would be fantastic. Those kind of were short. Awesome. Hits. You guys save on your torpedoes. Shit. Alright, you guys withdraw. You guys just took some really bad hits. Oh, and you're about to take some from friendly fire. Could you guys not try to shoot our own fucking ships for 5 minutes? Please don't tell me you're gonna drive into a torpedo. Especially a friendly torpedo. You drove into a fucking friendly torpedo. God damn it. Alright, stop doing what you're doing, because whatever it is you're doing is clearly not working. Have you guys turn this way so then you're still at least near the enemy. Alright, you guys are gonna speed back up. I need you guys going full speed. Also, save on those torpedoes. I'd rather you only release them if you think you can score a hit. Oh shit, that was a bad hit. Tyrol just took major damage. Alright, you guys need to start limping away. Also, flooding the water with torpedoes would be very helpful, yes. That's several torpedo hits below the water line. Quite a few compartments flooding. Oh, gonna score 2 more torpedoes. Ooh, that was a nice one. Wait, it's got underwater torpedo launchers? Jesus Christ. That's one, like, packed battleship. Definitely comes from a different era of our battle cruiser here, that's for sure. But a battle cruiser here doesn't have torpedo launchers. We just got guns. Guns for days. Alright. We're gonna detach. Detach you, you're gonna just head south. Whatever's your max speed, get the fuck out. All of her lower compartments are flooded. There she goes. Another Italian battleship to the bottom. Maybe I should have had them design historical ships so that way then A, the game would load faster, and B, shit would go faster. But at the same time, some of the charm of this game is just seeing what the fucking AI comes up with. Alright, that's a submarine gone. That's a bunch of transports gone. Luigi's back. Yeah, the Nalina classes are really just going out there and being like the fuck you guys of the organization. Let's see, who am I trying not to start a war with? France? France. There ain't much left of France. So if I really wanted to, I could go to war with France. But I'd rather not. I'm already at war with the Italians. I'd rather finish up the war here before I go over and start slapping the French. Especially since I want to spend some time refitting shit. How much longer is this fucking advance gonna go on for? Oh, right. I was gonna do that convoy battle. Whoops. Oh well. Not the worst thing in the world that we forgot to do it. Sure, China, you can become our ally. We will agree to a ceasefire. Oh. Am I now at war with the Germans? Have I inadvertently started a war with the fucking Germans by siding with the fucking Chinese? Have I accidentally joined this war? Nope. I'm still good. Still good. The Germans aren't angry at me. They might not like my ally, but I made friends with the China and shit may have almost nearly went bad, but you know, we're still doing good. Submarine battle. Just fight that. Score up a few, I'm not really too concerned about fighting any more battles. I just kind of want to let shit play out. Yeah. None of those are really battles I want to participate in. They're all ships that we've seen before. Let's see if the Italians actually agree to a ceasefire. I've beaten the shit out of the majority of their navy. So hopefully, they'll agree to peace. Italy, you're the one that offered peace terms! They keep sending out their, like, battleships just to be like, hey, we're still a threat. We can win. The Italians are living in a desperate sense of just their own little world. They don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on with the Italians. Let's see, which direction we gotta go in? That way? That way. Oh, we're coming within range. Oh, we're now within range. Just a rotation so that way then all the guns can fire. Yeah, it's one of these weird battleships again. I think these are their older model battleships. I think they built these in like the 1925s-ish. Try and keep the attention of this battleship here as we try to get the destroyer and the heavy cruiser in closer. Because if we can get them in closer, we can fire off the torpedoes. Of course, the Pelion only has 2 single launch torpedo launchers, so ain't much. Definitely not much. We're gonna pull you away. It can only go 22 knots? Really? Damn, that's slow. Even for my Navy standards. My Navy ain't exactly the fastest in the fucking Mediterranean. Yeah, she's gonna burn up from structural damage. Yep, there she goes. You has the pancake. Yes, there is a ship named after you. It's the Delta class. And they are still in service. They're just around. Let's try not to get into a war with the Japanese. Continue to improve relations with the French. I don't want to get into a war with the French. I just want this war with the Italians to end. Not really interested in doing any of these anymore. I'm more interested in just letting the submarines go at it. What do we got here? Again, none of these I'm really interested in doing. The Italians are down to 1 battleship, 2 battle cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers, 11 light cruisers, 9 destroyers, and 10 subs. They really don't have much left. I don't know why the Italians keep going. Like, they don't have the economy to build the ships needed to fight me. And they don't have the ships to fight me with. Their navy no longer basically exists. It's just a ragtag force of just whatever ships are still serviceable. France, it no longer... Wait a minute. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at the map here in a moment, but... Is that fucking Belgium invading France? I mean, good on you, Belgium. Way to stick it to the Germans by invading France and claiming it for yourself, but still. I'm surprised they're able to do that. Here you go, Britain. I don't want war. Ah, yes. War between Spain and the United States. What else is new? Super propellers. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't sell you anything at the moment. Hooray! Oh, are we invading Albania? Oh, the United States is taking control of southern Russia. The war over there doesn't make much sense. But hey, we're invading Albania now. After they wasted all of Albania's troops trying to take Montenegro. Hopefully this goes well for us. I would like to gain some territory out of this. The fucking army is actually doing shit now. Jesus! Almost this entire squadron sunk, but we did take that light cruiser with them. But still, Jesus. Well, this advance should honestly go really well since it's only 9,000 against 56 forces. What do we got over here? A battle? That's one of their last battle cruisers. I'm half tempted to do that battle. More just to finally fully wipe out their shit. Destroyer versus a destroyer and 3 transports. Kind of outgunned. Kind of outgunned just for the sheer fact that, yeah. These heavy cruisers are annoying. Because they have 10-inch guns, and my Nalina class only have 6. I have a few Absol class cruisers. Where the fuck are they at? Let's see. You're all under repair. Nobody's here. You're all either under repair or in a battle. You're in a battle. Yeah, nobody else is anywhere else. Everybody else is on deployment. And I'm mildly annoyed that my main flotillas aren't really engaging shit. Like, move there. You guys. Move over here. You guys move here. Actually, you guys, you'll move deeper into the Ionian Sea. As for these, we'll fight out this battle. Probably at some point I'll add an Absol. Alright, where's the enemy at? Over there. And we wallowed away, waddle. And we wallowed away, waddle. And we wallowed away, waddle. Good thing all our naval battles take place in the fucking Mediterranean, because weather is a lot nicer here. Most of the time. Shit. Fucking Tokyo drifting those torpedoes. Aggressive fire. He doesn't have any torpedo ammo left. He already spent it all. Ooh, nice hit. Rear section. He is down. And that goes to show how effective the Pelion class is against other destroyers. She may have been outnumbered, but boy, was she not outclassed. I kind of don't want to fight these battles because I'm done. I've slapped the Italians, and they just won't quit. They're at war with the Germans now, and they're about to be at war with the Americans. This war keeps expanding. Great, now Italy is at war with the United States. How's the invasion of fucking Albania? That's going a lot worse than I thought it would. What is this? One light cruiser. He's trying to run. A Trent class versus a General Antonio. Not exactly a matchup I'm entirely willing to take, but hey, submarine force. What do we got here? The Birch has found the bastard. Okay, we have to sync that just for the funny. That's on Alina. That's also a bunch of Nalinas versus a bunch of their 10-inch heavy cruisers, which would be a terrible matchup. So the only battle we're going to participate in is this one here, because it's funny. The Italians are learning what happens when you fuck around and find out. After this, I just don't want war for a bit. I just want to play around with my boats. I just want to spend some time refitting all of my boats. Is that too much to ask? Apparently, sometimes. The Birch is leading its little task group that it has. Right, you guys begin going ahead. You guys also begin going ahead. They're going that way, so turn that way. Can almost bring all the guns around. Almost have the ability to just fire over. Oh, shit. Light cruisers. That's your guys' job. Deal with it. Oh, shit. Torpedoes in the water. Alright, the damage isn't bad, but it's not great. Shit! That's friendly torpedo fire! God damn it. What the fuck are you guys doing? Damn, that's some serious flooding. If the Birch sinks because of fucking friendly fire, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Get your guns on target. Let him have it. Oh, you're playing the Kerbal Space Program. Oh, the fun times that game is. This thing's got 15.1-inch guns. That is already a deadly armament. And then it's got an actually decent number of 7.5s as secondaries, along with 4.1s, 3.2s, even 2 torpedo launchers. This thing is outfitted to the teeth. See why they call it the Bastard? As we now attempt to hit it with our severely crippled battle cruiser. By the way, this is the only one of the Birch class currently in service, so if this thing sinks, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, you're out of torques. What about the Pelion? The Pelion still has a few left. Now, what about you? You still have almost an entire complement of torpedoes available. Of course, your comrade also still has almost an... Well, actually, they have less than half of their available complement. Too angled, too angled. Really need to get those torpedoes in the water. Alright. Start firing. That's one salvo. That's 2 salvos. Oh, we're gonna get one hit. Oh, that was an engine. Oh, that was their rudder. Fire torpedo. Direct hit. She's down. The Birch is gonna be in so much fucking... is gonna be in dry dock for so long just to pump out all of the friendly fire. Oh, did I forget to... I forgot to change it. God fucking damn it. Of course I forgot one thing. That's the one thing I fucking forgot to do. Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fuck you. Also, Delta, you were here when we started. Why didn't you tell me? Alright, there we go. It's all fixed now. Sorry, Painzer, for the confusion. You can stick around with you if you want, but I understand if you were looking for Mech Warrior and, ended up here instead. I understand it entirely if you want to just go along and find someone that's doing Mech Warrior. Again, I am so sorry for the wrong thing. Already an hour and 24 in, and now we fucking find out about it. I'll have to fix that later, too. That's not gonna be fun. But if it makes you feel any better, I will be streaming Mech Warrior 5 tomorrow. So if you want to come back then, feel free to. Where are they? Around here somewhere. I can smell them. Come on out. The Trent class is not... It's not some one-trick pony. Well, she might be a bit of a one-trick pony, but she is maybe old, but she still can slap your face in. Even if she's lost a few of the features and gained a few other ones. So we just bounce along the waves here. Oh, hey, a transport. Stealth. Instant stealth. Ah, shit! Torpedoes! Turn the torpedo launchers off. I don't want those firing. Ooh, that was a hit. Oh, yep. She's not having a fun time. There she is. Fire the torpedoes. Fire the torpedoes. Get the torpedoes on target! Damn it! He blew out the torpedo launcher. That bastard. Just start shooting. Yeah, should have seen this coming. The D6 has fought quite a few battles, but yeah, she isn't gonna. She's not making it out of this one. Yeah. Goddamn torpedo launcher. The torpedoes got blown out. Sad day for the D6. What other battles were there? There was that battle, and then there was this battle. Again, I'm not really too interested in doing any of these. We've been fighting this war for how long, Italy? Can you please just give up? This war was won long ago, and you're just in denial. You're lucky the Austro-Hungarian army hasn't figured out how to do an invasion yet. Because so far, they haven't done that. And that's one of the only reasons this war keeps going. Oh hey, failed negotiations. You think the game would just force them to the peace table at some point, but no, nope, they keep going. It'll force me to the peace table. But no, the Italians, nah, just have them keep going. They can keep going. It's not like their entire navy is sunk to the bottom of the ocean. They have basically no functioning naval prestige left. They're at war with 3 countries now. It's ridiculous. It'd be real great if my ships actually just did shit. You guys get out there in the fucking Adriatic. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just sitting there. Also, none of these guys are being engaged in battle. Only the ones that are just sitting around in the fucking ports are doing shit right now. And the fucking Birch is gonna be in repairs for a long-ass while. Alright, these things need a port to go to as well. I guess I'll assign you to Suda. And I guess you can become part of the destroyer squadron here, so that way then the destroyers have some heavier ships to protect them while they're doing their fucking job, which is hunting submarines. Seriously, Italy, you don't have a navy anymore. Well, you do still have a bit of a navy, but it's not enough to counter what I have. You'd think they'd just give up already. Like, I have naval assets deployed everywhere. And they still are choosing to continue this war. I get it. The invasion of Albania is still ongoing. But to be fair, it's not like my forces are doing much better than yours were. For some reason. Oh, we have a battle. It's all Nalina class. Yeah. No. We are not engaging that with just Nalina class ships. What? One thing I want to know, why is it none of my main naval assets, who are actively deployed to these regions, by the way, are doing shit? They are doing jack shit. They have not engaged the enemy. They have not shot at the enemy. All they are doing is functioning as a blockade, and that's it. They have not engaged a single naval asset. Oh, now the Germans are invading the Italians. Great. So I'm gonna lose out on the Italian homeland to fucking Germany. Oh, and France. Let's not forget about what France did. They went and took Rome. Well, at least we're now fucking advancing into Albania. So, at the very least, we might get Albania out of this. Not with the war ending. We'll just get Albania, and the war's still gonna keep going. Oh, we finally sunk this damn light cruiser. It managed to take out almost the last of this submarine squadron, but we did take that out. So that's one last naval asset they got. Valac class battlecruiser versus a Ganti. It's not really a battle I want to partake in. Again, we have larger naval assets deployed. This one isn't even all that big. Just a battleship, battlecruiser, 5 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 2 destroyers. And it still can't find a fucking fight to fight in. There's an entire Italian battle group just hanging out here off the coast. What are you made up of? You're made up of the Valac class, the Gamma, of a Dragon class, a Dragon class, and a Dragon class. So you are basically just a bunch of out-of-date ships. Alright, you're gonna stay there. Central Mediterranean Squadron, you're gonna go over here and just say hi to these boys. You guys are going to move out into the Central Mediterranean because with these guys moving here, we need somebody in the Central Med for our power projection there. So, yeah, just go do that. I think part of the issue of why our battle groups aren't getting engaged is because the game thinks they're still moving. Even though they've been moving one turn later for 20 turns now. So the game is kind of having a bit of a fucking stroke as to what the fuck is going on anymore. Withdraw. Oh, hey, finally, a battle! A battle with our actual fleet. Alright, so hopefully, if we sink this, this will finally mean the end of the Italian resistance. It's quite the fleet, so this will be definitely interesting. But hopefully this is the end of the Italians. Because I'm tired of fighting the Italians. If we meet them in battle and sink this fleet, that'll be the largest collection of Italian ships sunk in the entire history of this war in one battle. And hopefully that'll push them to the ceasefire table. Because they only have 40 ships. Alright, what are we up against? One battleship on their one battleship. Alright, that's a pretty fair fight. As for the battle cruiser, they have one, we have one. We have 5 heavy cruisers, they have 2 heavy cruisers. So I feel like we at least equate a second battle cruiser, so we're still on par there. We're light on the light cruisers, but we also do have some destroyers. Yeah. We're a bit outnumbered, but that's alright. As for the battle cruiser, you just basically form up with the battleship. You save on ammo. Let's see, we have the Tehran and the Kaiserine Elizabeth. What the fuck are you guys? Oh, that's why. The Jack Solo. The Jack Solo is a really weird ship in the Navy because we kind of stole this from the Italians in the last war we had with them. So it's kind of now been just being used to fight against the Italians. I'm going to assign you to what can I screen these guys? Yeah, screen those guys. There isn't much more you can really do. Ah, shit, what the fuck are the battleships doing? Alright, everybody slow the fuck down because the battleships just yeeted themselves off into who knows where to do who knows what. Now the Dacron class here is a fairly old design, but it's been refitted several times. She's currently on her 3rd refit now, which has increased her ammunition supply so that way then she no longer runs out of ammo mid-battle. Alright, here they come. Trying to get the battleships in range. Gonna use the smoke screen from the destroyers to try and mask our approach. Alright, we're gonna turn this way because the enemy is traveling this way, so if we turn this way, we can at least catch them. Alright, you guys start to slow down. I'm gonna need those guns pounding those battleships. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking ships. Move the Nolina classes in closer. Anyway, here's the Absol class, one of the ships that we've been sorely missing from this entire naval campaign. It's basically a miniaturized battle cruiser. Or at least that's the role it serves as. Here's our newer generation of light cruisers. You guys go on safe. I don't want you accidentally torpedoing our own, fucking shit. Oh, Jesus! That's a lot. That's a lot of torpedoes. That's a lot. A lot of torpedoes. A whole fuck off ton of torpedoes. Alright, I need you guys just to start sinking ships. We can't let these heavy cruisers stick around too long. This is really bad. Yeah. Yeah, saw that coming. Jesus fucking Christ. There's just so many fucking torpedoes. Damn, that's a hit. The counter hit. Oh shit! Straight for the battleships! Okay, good. They missed. We're good? Could you not? Damn it. There are just fucking torpedoes everywhere. mean, we're doing a number on their screening vessels, but still. This is fucking ridiculous. Alright, who got hit by a torpedo now? Oh, you did. Alright, I think we can finally reform up the formations. I think there's finally a ceasing of hostilities with torpedoes. Maybe. No, you guys are your own independent group. Just draw. You go this way. The Jack Solo is still here. It's not a good ship by any means, but it's still some firepower. Alright, where are the light cruisers? Yeah, you guys just go this way. Start harassing them from a distance. I'd rather you guys start shooting the battleship. Let your secondaries deal with whatever the fuck that is. Which one of you are the screening vessel? You boys get over this way. Alright, where are my Absol class vessels? Shit, more torpedoes! That thing just sent off a volley of torpedoes, didn't it? I'd rather not hit my battleship. And yes, I know the Adria is a battle cruiser, not a battleship, but I basically use them both interchangeably. I have never once designed a battle cruiser around what it's actually meant to be designed around, which is fucking speed. I mostly just use them as cheaper battleships. Could you guys reform? Where are my lights? Oh, they're over here still engaging with fucking destroyers. You're a fresh destroyer, aren't you? Yeah, sink him. He's trying to get into he is within torpedo range. Is that a full volley? It is. What are you idiots doing? Oh, for God's sake. Stop trying to debate over who's the better pilot and get over here and help me. Oh shit, you are in the middle of a shitty ass situation. Now, you guys need to start saving on your ammo because you're starting to actually run out. Yeah, saw that coming. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes. Turn hard! Turn hard! Ammunition detonation, god damn it. You guys need to begin withdrawing. You guys dealt with your destroyer? Good. Get the fuck over here and start helping with all this fucking mess. Shit. Alright, you begin withdrawing. Feel free to open up with everything you got. This is honestly the most this fleet's ever gotten its ass handed to it before. Just give them the good news. They've been annoying me with torpedoes this entire battle. I shall return them the favor. Target the battle cruiser since it's closer. Oh, you guys are doing that stupid thing where you're debating over who's in charge. I don't care who's in charge. Figure it out. I need you guys to start focusing your fire on the on that fucking battle cruiser. Good. Just go that way. You guys go that way. We'll figure this all out. Well, for you, you can start opening up with your mines. Just sink that thing. I don't want to get close to those battle cruisers because they got torpedo launchers on them. Scary. What's the range on your guys' torpedoes? 9.5 kilometers. Yeah, you're not going to be able to really get close enough to use them. Has surrendered. The Absol classes are trying their best to hit that damn thing. And failing miserably, might I add. What's your chances of fucking hitting it? 7.2. Not the worst, but man, you guys are landing nothing. Oh, now you're landing stuff. Oh, the Aurora took too much damage. He's moving to the back of the line now. Yep, that was the James Barotz's last few vestiges of ammo. There's no ammo left. Even with the ammo upgrade, Jesus Christ, this thing doesn't carry much. At the very least, it struggles to fucking hit the target. The ship is still going. At the very least, once these ships are gone, they are gone. There'll be one less bit of shit I have to deal with. So are you guys within torpedo range yet? No. How about you guys? Nope. And these poor guys, their ship is still on fire. All the guns on target. Have the secondary start being aggressive. I need fire going downrange. Oh, those are torpedoes. Really long-range torpedoes, but torpedoes nonetheless. They have been fired. Oh shit, that was an overpen. Alright, you gotta get out of here. The San Luigi is almost destroyed. Which frees up my ships to go and help. Yep, she's down. Means now my ships are freed up to engage that battle cruiser to start trying to sink that. Yeah, the firepower difference between their ship and my ship is quite a lot. 15 inch difference is quite a bit. How much ammo we got left? Still quite a bit. We're now launching our fire everything at them. With basically whatever is still floating in the battle group. You guys save ammo because you are running out. And I'd rather not expend every last round that you guys have available. Because you guys are my backup in case the battle cruiser gets sunk somehow. Oh, Jesus! You know, shouldn't have said anything. Just shouldn't have said anything. Really shouldn't have said anything. That's entirely on me. That's... shouldn't have said anything. Alright, you guys need to start saving your ammo as well, because you're not really hitting target. Are they within torpedo range? Not for you. What about you guys? He's within torpedo range, but only barely, so you guys wouldn't really be able to do much. I told you those 15s can hurt. Hurt like a bitch when they do. That's not good. Damn, your torpedo launcher got blown out. Alright, just fire the torpedoes. If they're in range, try and hit them. Do your best. We can't have that thing floating anymore. Torpedoes, man. Torpedoes. Torpedoes. Get them in the water. Oh wait, no, you still do have torpedoes. I think I was looking at that guy. For... yeah, you're out of torpedoes. He has torpedoes. you guys work on reloading your torpedoes because you're probably the only ones that are going to be able to get close enough to that thing. That was a terrible loss, though, the fact that we lost a battle cruiser. It's one of the ones that we can't rebuild, so it's gonzo. I think that was only the second one of their kind, though. I think we still have a few of them in service. Yeah, there's still a few of them in service, just not many of them left. And now it's just fire everything into this one battleship and sink it. And that's basically the end of the Italian naval dominance in the Mediterranean. There's nothing left of the Italian Navy now at this point that could really challenge us. We lost the Adria, and we lost the D1, but we did take out a large portion of the remaining Italian naval forces. I'm kind of forced to fight this, ain't I? Don't really have much choice. I don't trust the auto-resolve, especially with small... Especially with my heavy cruisers, or only enough heavy cruisers. Let's sail abreast. Let's also sail loose formation. That way then we can easily maneuver if needed. There's our heavy cruiser. Change to a head formation, fellas. Damn, he's being smart. He knows our range. Alright, we're gonna turn hard, because that light cruiser is very much the more appetizing target right now. Yeah, if we can stay out of that heavy cruiser's effective firing range, we should be fine. Save on those torpedoes, by the way. I'd rather you not just spend them all in one go. Secondaries, aggressive fire. Light that guy up. Man walked into the wrong neighborhood. And the other guy just straight up ditched him. Question is he gonna actually engage or is he gonna just run away? Hard to tell. Oh, that was a bad hit. I heard that. Feldrix took a hit. You guys are supposed to be in a very loose formation. This doesn't look loose. Alright, you guys just need to start going faster. If we're gonna get this guy, we need to go a bit faster. Alright, there we go. He's coming into range now. Start sending rounds down range, gentlemen. Oh, he is coming into real range. Torpedoes! Torpedoes! All ships, hard turn! Alright, now that now that the panic is over. Reform the formation. Oh, that broke something. Oh, yeah, definitely something important got broken. Oh, we hit the magazine for their 10, I think. No, it still has ammo. It's just not reloading. Did we blow up their rear 10 thing? It's hard to tell with all the plumes of smoke. I think we did manage to actually take out both of their rear 10-inch turrets. Good hits, guys, good hits. Show them who's boss. Show them that the Austro-Hungarian Navy is not gonna stand for what happened earlier with our battle cruiser. Hey, you guys are all out of AT ammo. That is kind of unfortunate. Oh well. There we go. And the Lena class once again proving that it still is a useful vessel, even with the even with its age of it being developed back in the 1920s. No, no. Brazil and Argentina are at war? Soviet Union is invading Poland. Who could have seen this coming? Anyway, sink these transports. That's a battleship. You are fucked. You two are fucked. I don't know what sort of plan you guys came up with for this, but whatever it was, I'm not privy to it. I'm not gonna bother with that. Ambush. That's cute. That's cute that you guys think that you can do that. That's cute. That is cute. But no. Cute. Adorable. But no. Anyway, how's our invasion of Albania going? 6%? Really? Come on, guys. I've been slapping the fucking Italians on the naval war, and you're telling me that they can still beat you in the fucking, Albania? I only have, like, 7 submarines over here. Where are the rest of my subs? Where are the rest of my subs? I have no clue where they are. Are they all in a pile over here? Oh, they are all in a pile over here. They are all in a pile over here for some reason. That would explain why we have so many fucking submarine actions going on over here. Get all of these guys out of here. Go do submarine operations somewhere else. This explains why we have so many submarine operations just going on in the fucking Adriatic. Anyway, we sunk their main fleet. So hopefully, the Italians will finally realize that maybe, just maybe, this war is no longer something they can win. Thank you for the boop, Delta. But the Italians, they just keep going. And the thing is, if it was a player, if that was me still going, the game would have kicked me out of doing that. Would have said, no, the government's not going to agree to keep going with the war. Fucking Italy just is special, I guess, and can keep going no matter how bad the situation is. Fine, here, money. Oh, good for you, Arabia. My allies are doing shit. Doing more than my fucking ground forces are. 0%! You're telling me you've made it... You've lost progress. What the fuck are you guys on? What the fuck drugs did you guys take? Alright, what do we got here? Battle. That's... Where do the Italians keep getting these fucking battleships? They have 3 battleships now. I know they were building ship, but Jesus fucking Christ. Just digging ships out of a fucking grave. They are going to the bottom of the Mediterranean, and sticking floats in the dead corpses of their battleships just to get those back into the war. I swear, that's what they're fucking doing. Goddamn Italians. They just won't, the war just won't end. Why? Why is it that when I want a war to continue, the game's like, no, you lost, buddy. The war has to end. But when the AI wants to continue, the game's just like, fuck it, keep going. Perpetual war. This is gonna drive me insane at some point. Like we've got the Italians outnumbered 3-1, and they just don't want to quit. No quitting for the Italians. Why? All right, even though I really want to, fuck you. Anyway, now that we've done that, you know what, if I'm already gonna do that, I might as well do this. I feel like me doing these actions after they've asked for a ceasefire is kind of some of the reason why they keep going like, hey, what the fuck? But yeah, anyway. Hopefully, the Italians finally realize that there's no winning. They don't have a navy left. There's not enough left for them to fight with. Please, Italy. Why? Game! Just let me have this. It was so much easier to fucking get the end of a war with fucking Italy the first time. Well then. Well then, boys and girls. Okay. Alright, so next time they offer a peace treaty, we're not doing any naval operations, and we'll see if that gets them to fucking agree to a ceasefire. Because you think that the Italians would just agree to a ceasefire at this rate. They've lost so many ships, so many men. And yet they still keep going. Oh, for God's sake, figure it the fuck out. You, stealth boy. Stealth. Alright, you're close enough. Torpedo hit. We have confirmed torpedo hit. All right, ladies, give them the good old Austro-Hungarian salute. Oh, you're not gonna let me sink the transports, you absolute asshole game. They were right there! Okay, good. It gave me all the transports as sunk. Thank you. So, my entire task force of torpedo destroyers and anti-destroyer destroyers have encountered a battleship, a battle cruiser, a light cruiser, another light cruiser, and another light cruiser. You know what? Fuck it. The Italians want to fight, we'll give them one. Because the Italians won't give up. They've lost so much. And the thing is that if I was the one that was perpetuating this war for as long as it has been going on for, with how many peace deals have been proposed, the game would have basically told me to sit down and accept peace, because that's what it would have done. But for the Italians, nope, still going. War's still going. Still going, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for year 3. There's their battle cruiser. There's the battleship. All squads, begin smoking. All ships, survival instincts, please. The Italians don't surrender after the fucking this. I don't know what will get them to surrender. You guys wanted this. You wanted to fight the destroyer flotilla. Well, then you got what you wanted. I hope you're happy. I don't even know how many destroyers we lost. We lost one. We lost a single destroyer. They lost a battleship, battlecruiser, and 3 light cruisers. Again, the Italians wanted it, and I gave them it. So, Italy, your move. More submarine combat. Yep, should have expected this. They're hiding a fucking fleet underneath that fucking sub. But anyway, seriously. If Italy doesn't fucking surrender after that, I don't know what will make them. They're down to 22 ships. They don't even have a battle cruiser anymore. They have 1 light cruiser left. They don't even have people, like, signing up for the damn Navy anymore. They just don't have the power to keep up with... Why are the Americans... Okay, the Americans are invading Sicily. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Good to know that, you know, my government can't figure out what a fucking invasion is, but the Americans can. This war doesn't end. I'm not going to get anything out of this peace treaty, and I'm just going to be the one that weakened Italy for everyone else. Because that is what this war is fucking turning into. Me weakening Italy, and everyone else taking a fucking advantage of it. I just want a peace treaty, Italy. You have lost. Like, the more this war goes on for, the more shit I can take in the peace deal. And there ain't gonna be much left of Italy's naval forces if this keeps up. Like, they have 20 ships left out of the original 40 that they started with at the start of this stream. They're now down to 20. Against a fleet of 98 functional ships and 5 in repair, with 6 on the way. You can have money, Japan. Please stop pissing me off. Oh boy, a lot of technology I'd love to fucking use if this war would just fucking end. I'm not gonna get anything out of this fucking war at this rate. Fucking Libya's revolting, so I'm not gonna be able to take that if they manage to revolt before the war ends. Submarine combat, transports. There's nothing. They have ships, but they aren't using them. There's 2 battleships over here. And that's basically what's left of their navy. I'm not too tempted to fight that because currently it's what's keeping the Americans from invading Sicily, and I'd rather the Americans not take Sicily. The Americans are on my side for this, but I am more than tempted just to let the Italians beat the shit out of the Americans because the Americans have an absurdly large navy. And any American ship that's taken down before I end up in a war with them is... Alright. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna try to get this peace deal. We're not gonna sink any convoys. We're not gonna launch any submarine raids. We're just gonna hope that the Italians will agree to a fucking peace treaty. The last war I had with them did not take this long to end. It was a quick war. We knocked out the Italian Navy's, like, presence, and then they were like, okay, fine, we'll agree to a ceasefire. I probably should have had that war go on for a bit longer so then I could have gotten shit, but still. Oh, are we doubling our assault on fucking Albania? Have we multiplied our resources now? We're doing double attack on Albania. Okay, we did nothing to piss them off this time, and they still didn't agree to a fucking negotiations. Italy is literally just showing up to the negotiation room, saying bullshit, and then leaving. They can't win, and so they're just trying to tie us up in the fucking negotiations. I'm not getting bullied. I'm getting thrown to the wolves. In terms of my fucking sanity. Anyways, I've got to end things here. I can't keep going. I just can't keep going. I've got shit to do. I was hoping... This war has been going on for 4 streams now. 4 streams of fucking Italy not agreeing to a ceasefire. Like, sure, I didn't agree to a ceasefire at first because I wanted more victory points. But now that we're at the point of where I have the victory points I need in order to get shit, they just don't want to quit. They just want to keep going. They just keep going. It's good to see, though, that the land armies are now teaming up to try and take Albania. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get Albania. I know it's a long shot, but maybe we'll get Albania. And when we take Albania, that'll increase our naval output. So maybe, just maybe, we'll finally be able to at least say that the war is over unofficially. But anyways, thank you for those that stuck around to the end of today's stream. Don't forget to check out the Discord if you want to have another way of knowing when I go live, or if you want to just ever hang out with me off stream. Don't forget to check out the Blue Sky to also have another way of knowing when I go live, and don't forget to check out the YouTube channel where I do uploads Friday to Monday, same time every week, unless I forget about it. I'll have to retitle this later. Thank you for those that stuck around. Hope you all enjoyed. Bad Delta. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone. Hopefully next time we stream this, the Italians will surrender. I can feel it. They're gonna crack eventually. One of these days. Anyway, where's the raid? I forgot to put in a raid target. Let me put in a raid target real quick. /raid. There we go. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the person I'm sending you off to. Thanks again for everyone that stuck around to the end. Hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.